Hello everyone, I'm CrypticFox, and welcome back to another live stream with oxygen not included. It's Tuesday night, so of course we're back in Oni playing with the colony we started last week. Now this colony is in the occupation upgrade beta, which I believe comes live to the core part of the game tomorrow. So if you play oxygen not included, you want to make sure you switch back tomorrow so that you get the core game. They made some more changes to this. Now we have a relatively small colony here so far. We're only on cycle 27. We got about 11 duplicants in here at the moment. We'll probably cap out around 15 or 16, I think. It seems to be where I kind of been settling in at a comfortable level in terms of managing food and all the stuff that's going on. Not that we're in a hugely good place right now for food at 1,600 kilocalories and 11 duplicants. That's probably not the best situation, but we do have a bit of a farm going here. They made some more changes to the game in this in the beta as they're kind of sorting it out. So the priority system that we used to have. That was a 1 to 5. They've now changed it back to the 1 to 9 priorities. So they have least urgent to most urgent on here. Now there was a bit of a patch note that came out about this. Basically, they didn't find that the balance was working out quite the way that they wanted, with the way the jobs were set up and that sort of thing. So, we'll have to kind of keep an eye on that. We do still have the whole crazy jobs menu thing here, but we have to build an employment desk now to unlock the job assignments. So they can actually change job assignments, and after they build up skill points in one job, they can switch to another one, and they can keep the points in that. And what actually shows what the benefit here is, or what the impact is. So like plus 50, I guess it's plus 50 to decor in terms of what they need for stress management, and then an increase in food. So you get a better sense of actually what the tier changes are. But we'll have to build a jobs desk, I guess. And in the meantime, we just have the normal management system down here at the bottom, which is actually kind of a little awkward to look at down here. Well, that's all right. We do have someone in here that's... So we have Brandon, who's set up as our chef. And even though he only sometimes eats his own cooking, we should probably change his settings on here so he doesn't try to go do some of the other things we don't want him to do necessarily. So not really wanting him on... well, we can keep it on care, because I figure everybody's starting to get sick a little bit off of the food that Brandon's been cooking. So I feel like if he cooks the bad food, we should probably make sure that he has to take care of the people that make him sick. But welcome everyone who's here in the stream so far. Sorry, my voice is a little off tonight. I'm not sure what the deal is. Better not be getting sick. Can't afford it. Too busy. But welcome everybody who's here already. There was a bunch of you here early, as always, hanging out to chat and stuff. That's fantastic. Good to see everyone here. If you're watching the video on the channel after the fact, then welcome also. I had fun watching the cartoon look through space for hours. What? Not gonna ask what you're doing, Gregorius. Oh, you were looking at the rocket that was launched, right? With the Tesla car or whatever in it. That's pretty crazy. I should need to go look that up. All right, so we have a little bit of a farm going here. Oh, and actually we have our first crop of bristle blossom coming out of it now, which is pretty cool. They, of course, ate it right away because they're all very hungry. Why are these stifling? Pressure. Oh. Well, yeah. I guess we probably want a little bit of gas in here. This was originally sitting above the carbon dioxide layer, but now we have it sitting kind of in the carbon dioxide. There's nothing coming out of our algae generators. All right, so we're probably going to need to tweak the settings on what stuff is set for priority-wise a little bit. I want these to be set for priority 6, though, because it's pretty important having oxygen. The whole breathing thing and all. Alien Star is trained to cook, just not in Oni yet. Gristleberries. Gristle. They're supposed to be bristle, but yeah, they probably aren't too tasty at the moment. Alright, so we gotta switch back to using the 1 to 9 system for prioritization, which will be a bit of an interesting adjustment back again. I was just sort of starting to getting used to the whole 1 to 5 scenario, but all right. We have another duplicant. Select the DNA blueprint. That's different too. Did it always say that? Is that the first time I've noticed it? I don't even know. My brain is not working at like even half speed today. All right, so we have a narcoleptic who's an interior decorator. Actress is in building. Oh, they added in the strength too again. So this is back now. 25% tidying speed plus 40 kilograms carrying capacity. And I think they said that there's nothing currently that impacts athletics in terms of improving it. Now, all these guys have athletics, but what do we really need in here? He has an interest in building, so when we get a jobs desk set up, he'll be able to build stuff. And it seems like they've got things... We kind of got to that point last game where it was just sort of tiered off. We were starting to hit those different things where they actually had to have a level of proficiency in that particular job in order to be able to do it. Like digging up certain types of rocks, building certain things. Operate, build, farm. This one's a non-constructive. Even though they like building as an interest, they just simply won't do it. They're like the person who buys the magazines and sits at home reading them, but knows they're never going to do any actual work. And then squeamish, so they won't do any doctor work. I think we're going to go with Abe. Abe seems to have a pretty good layout of stats here. I think we'll take Abe. Who wants to be in the colony? Let's bring somebody in. As always, we're going to name this after people who are in the chat. So if you're interested, Chip641, can I be please? Yes, you can. Chip641. There you go. I'll bring you in. Welcome to the colony. All right, so that gives us 12. We have one extra bed left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he took the last bed. That's it right there. We're going to need another bedroom soon. And we've got vomiting, because nothing says delicious like vomit. All right. Mop that up. I love the little hats on these guys. I can't get over that. I wonder it's... Yeah, so we can mop this up and just leave the bottles sitting there, fortunately, and they'll just sort of... Little hatches down there will gobble up our fancy little vomit buckets. What do you feed your pets? I feed mine vomit. How about you? Might need support group because of this game. Way too addicting. Yeah, this game, this game definitely consumes a lot of time. It's really easy to sit down and start playing it and then find like hours have gone by. Which isn't necessarily the best thing all the time. All right, so we have a couple more rooms we haven't built here. Also, we have four rooms right now, or 3 different types anyway. We have our latrine area, we have our greenhouse space, and we have our barracks. But they added a couple other ones. So the med bay is not a med bay. Why not? Medical bed, toilet, mess table. No industrial machinery. What have I got in here that's not flying? Oh, the roof's not finished. That's what the deal is. All right. So if they can finish that roof, let's do a little priority on that. We'll get the roof finished. Since we have some sick people in there, I feel like we should probably try to do what we can to get them better faster. If we can. You know. Get all those sick people back at the job again. We don't want a bunch of slackers in here. Did you bring a doctor's note? Okay, so we have that room will be our med bay. Then they have added the power plant. Greenhouse we've already done, and then also a recreation room. There we go. Now we have our little medical room, and we should probably get rid of that dirt that's on the floor. No one likes a dirty medical room. Don't want to be in the hospital with a bunch of dirt on the floor. Immunity might need help. Yeah, it's at 0, but it's only 2 people. And a few people more on the way. Let's check out where our germ layout is going on here. I think what happened was we ended up some germy food. And it could be because they were using germy water. Somebody puked in our water down here. And actually, I really should switch this over to a clean water supply instead. I need to stop using this pump. Let's deconstruct this. No, not deconstruct. I just want to cancel this. Cancel deconstruct. Let's disable this. I'm going to destroy this as well. Let's stop using the germy water for now. Instead, what we'll do is we'll build a little ladder down here. Assuming they can do this in the water, we'll find out. We'll dig this out. We'll let our water supply kind of settle down here. This water will be clean water, and then I should probably gate it off so we don't end up with a scenario where somebody else throws up in our clean water supply again and gets everything all germy. It's so disgusting. I kind of want to build a kitchen like we had in that one colony, too, where we pumped the water up to the area so they didn't have to spend a whole bunch of time running around going after it. That would be good, I feel like. Let's see what we can do for additional research. We have some more stuff unlocked. Let's see. Medical research. Do you think maybe we should go after this one since we have a bunch of sick people? I feel like that might be a good idea. Produce medicine to cure the most basic diseases. Now, the trouble is, there's that new kind of plant life that we have to get. So, what do we have seed? No. The bomb lily, that's what it is. And I don't think we have any yet because it's out in the different biomes. So this is the bomb lily out here. So that's used for making medicines, but it's in this wonderful gassy space. So we're gonna have to create a little bit of an airlock if we're gonna go in there. Yeah, there's lots of it in here though. That'd be pretty sweet. Got some pinch pepper plants in there too. Make some food. Get some fancy grub. Okay, our bathroom that we had started last time is almost ready. What's going on here? Am I missing a power supply? Is that what the deal is? I feel like that's the problem. Yeah, we're not hooked up to power, so we probably want a little bit of that. Okay, all the plumbing though is set up. We're ready to have our little closed loop here. What I don't have necessarily, though, is a way to get rid of the wastewater. Let's get some farm tiles down here that we can stick that in. Brain no worky. There we go. Hydroponic farm tiles. We'll stick these in the ground over here. And we can use this as a little overflow. We'll make like a couple of them. It doesn't really need to be like a big deal. How do you become a mod? You get to be a mod by me selecting people. So, most of the people that are here that are mods I've gotten to know a little bit through chatting on Discord and have been around the channel for quite some time now. So it's just one of those things where I kind of get to know people and select them as a mod, but I'm not really looking for a ton at the moment. Pretty much got everyone we need in place right now. You'll notice that kept the cats on stream a lot, so thanks very much for helping the mod all the time, Cat. That's great. Okay, so here's our fancy. Now I want to use. I should check what kind of water that we need actually for the bomb lily plants, because it'd be nice to plant some of those inside our little colony. But I think they might require high temperatures too. Growth halted, body temperature. What's the ideal temperature for the bomb lily? Bomb lilies produce bomb lily flowers. Details. It doesn't have the info. I'll have to see what I actually get. Oh, here, I can click on here. Alright, so the bomb lily. What is it like? 35 degrees to 85 degrees. Well, we won't be growing that indoors. Good lord. Thimbleweed, 21.9 to 36.9, so that's a little bit more in our range there. I think we'll grow some of that as soon as we can get our hands on some. There's some out here we can go after, but it's going to be in this nasty little room. We're going to have to make an airlock soon. With an airlock, we're not really going to be able to go out into those outer areas without contaminating our colony, and germs seem to be a little bit more aggressive than they were, so they might have had a little bit of a tweak to make them a little bit more challenging again. You never want to be a mod, you like being a grunt. Hi, Salt Spider, how are you? You've been watching me when I posted my first video. That was a long time ago, Prey. Pretty sure I haven't seen you in the chat much, so I don't know if that's the case. I do have a Discord. So the Discord is in, the link to that is in the description of all my streams. So if you're interested in hanging out and chatting a little bit, you can find that there. What kind of water does it? It uses polluted water. Okay, that's perfect, actually. So we can use the little bypass over here. Where's our plumbing? We want the liquid bridge. They're just going to make a mess on the floor as soon as I break this thing. This whole system is super backed up right now. I need to... Let's just deconstruct the water supply here. There we go. Okay, so... Liquid bridge. The properties of the liquid bridge. If we stick this right in here, what'll happen is the water flow will prefer to make its movement through the liquid bridge. So if it gets backed up, it'll go through the overflow, and if it's not backed up, then it won't. You can do this with automation too. I did a video on that, but ultimately this is the way that's much easier. It doesn't require a bunch of extra setup. Get rid of this. This whole system is super full right now. Oh, man, there was a lot of water in there. There was a lot of water in there. Oh, my goodness. All right, mob all this up. Sorry, everyone. All those sick people down dancing with the germs. I feel a little bad for Trey. Poor Trey. Got you sick, man. Sorry. Okay, that's set up. I don't want to get this going too soon because I don't have any plants in here. So my only concern is that if you get this overflow going too quick, we might end up with... There we go. Might end up tapping out all the water to feed these things, and they'll get all filled up. This whole system's gonna get backed up eventually. It just won't stay permanent like this. Let's throw a wall into this thing so we can have our bathroom. I want my lavatory space back. We lost our room setting on there. Actually, I don't know if we had one on there. I should change these over to airflow tiles too, because I don't want to I don't want to limit my airflow in here too much. Let me get some airflow tiles in here too. Just in general, I want to get the air pressure level up a little bit more even in the base. Yeah, and a lot less CO2. That would be good. Man, there's a lot of duplicates in here breathing. You guys gotta hold your breath or something. You're producing too much CO2. No picture bump. I know, I meant to dig this down here. Hold on, let's do a priority 6 on this stuff. Before we run out of food. Oh, here, insufficient resource. Oh, yeah, they can't water the plants. That could be a problem. Jobs mastered. Oh, so they still have the jobs, even though they don't have a jobs desk. Where do they hide that thing? Where is the jobs desk? Is it furniture, I guess? Mess table, ice block? No. Stations? Employment desk. There it is. Oh, they made it look like the research station logo still. Hopefully this thing doesn't require power. It'd be kind of a bummer if it did. I'm going to get rid of this. I was going to seal this off here, but I think we'll go another level up. We'll have another floor in here. Take some copper. So hopefully they'll have a new art asset for this too. So the employment desk right now just looks like a research station, but hopefully that'll change. See if this thing needs power. It doesn't. That's good. Jobs assignments. Ooh, that slowed things down. The jobs menu does not like when you click on it. Please don't die. Please don't die. Hello, game. Oh, there we go. Whew. Thought for a second the whole game was just going to crash. All right. Why can't you spam? Because spamming sucks. It's annoying for everybody else. It might entertain you. Chip. All right, so we got this is a little bit of a different layout again. So now there's a weird tree they have going now. Okay, so we have a whole bunch of people that have jobs assigned already. What don't we have? We don't have a sous chef, but that's not really that important. Ooh, Vanamar's actually leveled up here. We could actually put Vanamar up here. So that Vanamar can work on some better art, hopefully. What were Chip's skills again? I don't remember. Oh, there we go. Let's see. Creativity. All right, so I guess we could send you down as an art student. Now, apprentice architect. Qualify for the apprentice architect position. So he's got an actual interest for it, but his skill's not very high. So we're just going to send him down as an art student instead. So they'll level faster if they have an interest in the skill, but it still seems to balance out better actually just using the points. Pick people that have the skill set. Oh, and they actually changed it around a bit too. So before it was so that they couldn't increase their skill in any given task, and they've reverted to that again. So now you can earn skill points again. So they can get better at the stuff they do, which is good. Two storage spaces over here, and we're all starving. How do we have 2 people starving, but we actually have food? What's going on here? Consumables. What do we have in storage that people aren't eating, that it's counting the calories for, but they're not actually consuming? What have we got here? Pinch of pepper nuts. Nope, that's not that. What do we have that's giving us calories that they aren't eating? Can you name a new braider after Xbox gamer tag? Yeah, we'll see. So as we bring in new duplicates, I kind of pick somebody at random each time. I don't want to make any promises because I have a terrible memory. Yeah, people are starving. I don't understand it. We have 3,400 calories worth of food, which isn't great, mind you. I mean, it's awful. But 2 people are starving, and I don't know why. Chip and Kathleen are both starving. Is it counting the food that's ready to harvest that they actually haven't harvested yet? No, there's actually food in the box. It should tell me what is in here. Meal lice. Okay, so maybe I have them set up so they won't eat the meal lice. I think that might be the problem. We don't have enough meal lice to make a loaf, but they're not actually eating it because I told them not to eat the meal lice. See, I've got that set up over here. So let's turn that back on for now. It is better if you can make the meal lice loaf, but people are starving here. I gotta give them some food, and Brandon's not doing a very good job in the kitchen lately. Probably because he's been sick or something. But we'll get them some actual meal lice they can eat, and then maybe they'll Maybe they'll shape up a little bit. I'm going to need a whole lot more food. This is crazy. We can use the micro musher. Oh, we don't have... Oh, that's what the problem is. We don't have any water still. They still haven't done this. Holy... Somebody get down here and do this thing. Let's make this priority 7. Is this unreachable? Unreachable build. Okay, that might have something to do with it. Let's... What can we do in here? Throw a little ladder in here. We'll give them a little stepping stone. They can kind of skip across. That high priority too. Are they gastrophobic? Keep more mush bars so when someone cooks it. Yeah, so the issue is going to be the water. We've got to get that water up there or they're not going to cook anything. Wish we had some more muckroot that we found here. That'd be really handy. It'd be bad to start off the stream with everybody dying. It'd be start to look like the They Are Billions stream I had last night. That was just a horrible train wreck. We don't want to do that with Oxygen Not Included, too. All right, there we go. We dug through. Now we need to make a little more space here, and then we can put in our fancy pitcher pump. Get some extra. Look at that water. That's some impressive physics right there. Prioritize this as a 7 too. Get the whole thing built. I don't even know why I'm building a ladder down that far. Hold on, let me cancel this. Save your time. Build the actual pitcher pump. Good job, team. Okay, so we can finally get some water for this thing, which would be good. And I'm gonna have to queue this thing up for mush bars because I think we had it set up for lice loaf. This thing has no water. I really should have put in the actual farm tiles here. Just pump water into it. I mean, honestly, I haven't grown I don't think I've grown bristle blossom in probably, I want to say like 8 months. Something like that. I was very much of that whole like just plant mealwood and forget it. And now they've changed the farming around, so you actually have to pay a little more attention to it and grow some other things. So we'll see what happens. What's it like living in a fake made-up country because everyone knows Canada isn't real? Well, that's only if you live in the United States because your education system doesn't teach you about other countries. Where's their plumbing system? Okay, this is all set up. They have clean water here. The overflow is already filled up, though, because we've already got this completely filled. I wonder if... Can I plant anything in here that's going to be of any good? I guess I could have put bristle blossom in here. It goes 5 to 30 degrees. Technically, it would have been in the growing range. Although we need more light down here. Now it's filled with polluted water. So that's not going to work. We could have put our cutoff over here on the clean water side, and then it would continue to clean water and feed it in there, but... Let's in the meantime, I'm going to need... I need some kind of a little airlock over here. Let's get an airlock built. It's not going to be anything fancy, because frankly, I don't have any spare power right now. Whoops, that's not what I want. There we go. Just do a little simple lock over here that we can send our duplicants through. They can gather some reeds that they can grow in here. Like so, and then that'll give us at least a use for the polluted water that's in there. Like our first foray out into the germy territory. It is a little stinky in here, but not too bad. We should probably put a little a little deodorizer in here too. We'll convert some of that into clean air so we can get rid of the germs, and that'll be a little much safer for them to breathe. Maybe the germs from out there... What happened there? Slow things down. Maybe the germs from out there will fight the food poison. Oh! Somebody died. Kathleen starved to death. Sorry, Kathleen. We are working on the mush bars again, but sadly, that's not going to do you any good. I think there's going to be some other duplicants close behind, because we, let's just get ready for a few. Do I watch other YouTubers? I do, yeah. There's a few of them that I watch. Depends on what I'm looking for. So I like to watch that Denver guy for Fortnite. I watch Dragast. Gray still plays. I like his stuff. That kind of thing. Wash stations for the stinky air place. Yeah, I guess. I should have to put something over there. Or let's bring another duplicant in, since we just had one die off, and we have no calories to feed anybody, so it makes sense. Let's bring in more people. Maybe we'll get to a scenario where all the people who are hungry will die, and as we bring in new duplicants, they'll be feeling refreshed. All right, so we have unconstructive and squeamish. We have a pacifist, which is perfectly fine. Doesn't bother me at all. They're +5 learning. Bottomless stomach. Well, we don't want a bottomless stomach, that's for sure. Getting that out of here. Let's bring in Stinky. We don't really have a lot of use for the +5 learning, but we'll bring in Stinky. Who wants to be in the colony? Who wants to be in the colony? Dig up root buried objects. Yeah. Sometimes they're just seeds, though. We'll have to see what's in there. Stinky's awesome. It's Stinky. All right, Kayla, you can be Stinky tonight. I swear it's not because you didn't shower or anything. It's just a name. Just a name. All right, so we have Stinky coming on board. Let's see if we can find a little muck right in here. Just dig all that out and see what we see. Don't eat Kathleen's body. That would be bad. There's number 2. Everybody's starving to death. There goes Branwyn. Our chef died. All right, that's a real problem. This is going like perfectly. Look at it. There's a couple more. So Trey's gonna be the next one dead. Jack's not so far behind. The rest of them they have enough kilocalories to actually survive for a while. So it's not gonna be a complete downfall, but this is like really not good. This is going perfectly in line with how things were playing out last night. I know it's there, millions all over again. The zombies are coming. There's one little zombie's going to sneak in and just nuke our whole colony. But they're not really in a rush to build those tombstones. Too busy doing everything else. Like, dig for food. We got to find muckroot. Well, I guess we need a new chef, and it looks like somebody else stepped up to the task at least. Well, I mean, every colony dies at some point. Generally not in under 30 cycles, though. That's crazy. So bad. It did escalate quickly, yeah. So bad. Welcome to Amateur Hour, everyone. Ooh, more carbon dioxide down here. 1,000 grams of it. But there is food right here. Get that food. Get the food. They dug all this up, and I don't think they... Oh, they did find a little bit. No, that's a mush bar. Oh, cool. Now when you mouse over it, it tells you what the actual food is that's available. It doesn't look like they found any... They didn't find any muckroot, and unfortunately we kind of blocked in our whole thing here. Let's take all this out now. Make sure they can get the ladder on that side. Can't say, just wanted to pop in and say hi. Hi, Bright Star Plays. Welcome. Dig next to the pump. Oh, right here you mean. Yeah, I already got that. Oh, over here too. Yeah, we can dig in the sand. Make a little space for some more CO2, and we'll see if we can find a little bit of... there goes another duplicant. It's Jack. Sorry, Jack. He died. All right, I got just about the right number of tombstones queued up here. We got one more on the go, maybe. Come on, everyone. You don't want to die, yeah. At what year did I get my first subscriber? Oh gosh, I don't know. It was like 3 years ago. 2015, I think, sometime. I don't really remember exactly. I think it was like 3 years ago, something like that. So here's the funny thing. They actually were producing mush bars, but there was a whole battle to get to the food, and the person who really needed it the most, that was on the deathbed, Jack down here, apparently didn't win that race. They're holding their breath down there. Lots of oxygen over here. I might actually have to do something about my CO2 soon. That's unusual. I don't generally have to do that. But we don't have a lot of power production, so I don't really want to. I don't want to go overboard with that. I guess if we can set up a power plant down here somewhere, So we can keep the heat sort of trapped away from our colony, and then that'll give us a place to actually produce some power. Get some people off the treadmills a little bit. Use them for something else that's maybe more useful. Ooh, what have we got down here? Is there chlorine down there? There is. I don't want to dig into that. Cancel that, thank you very much. So the only thing is, if we get a CO2 system or a power plant going down here, it's going to produce additional CO2, so we're going to have to start to scrub it. And it's also going to get a lot of heat going on. I killed your best friend. Sorry, cat. I didn't kill him. He died because he was not willing to eat the other duplicants. It's his own fault for not turning cannibal. I don't know what to say. We're watching on YouTube, but I've never been able to watch anything live, so this is my first time. Welcome, Neeson. More starvation. There's food there. Just go eat. Maybe they don't like the mush bars. Just go eat. Just go eat. Teach the dupes to breathe CO2. That's right. Mushrooms, cheap and easy. They are. Do I even have any mushrooms, though? Do I have one fungal spore? Where did I get that from? There's some out here. So if we dig our way out here, we can get some mushrooms going there. And they grow in CO2, which is nice. We can actually plant them right down here. Might as well stick them underneath this little water thing, maybe. What do we need? Oh, we need slime, though, for the mushrooms. So they aren't necessarily that easy, because we'll have to gather some slime. But it's funny, because they require slime, but out here in the wild, they'll just grow sitting right in the algae. So weird. Atmospheric carbon dioxide. It's stifling because it doesn't have CO2. Muckroot's up top. Yep, sure is. Give me some of that delicious muckroot. Dough. There we go. Alright, well, we got a little bit of food there. Just enough to stave off starvation momentarily. I really wish they would do something with these. Let's prioritize these at a 6, maybe. Get some funeral arrangements made. Oh, poor funerals. Alright, I guess I might as well do some research while that's going on. We'll do internal combustion research, because we need to have some sort of power supply other than people running on treadmills. Or treadmill. I guess we only have the one so far. Oh, we have 2. There's a second one here. Just nobody using it. Things are already starting to warm up a little bit in the base, too. Not crazy hot like out here, but it is getting a little warm. And actually, these walls aren't insulated. That heat is going to gradually build up over there. And we haven't gotten to the point of having insulated tiles researched yet. So have to be cautious of that, I guess. You're late. What did you miss? You missed 3 deaths already. It's been wonderful. Fabulous. Yeah, more ladders. Need more ladders. Yeah, so we came in and I got everything set up. Stopped using the germy water, but didn't get the new water set up fast enough, which led to a complete lack of food, which we're still struggling with. Yeah, and duplicant death. So good times. Good time was had by some. Just none of the duplicants who died. Poor little dupes. Let's build some farm tiles here. We'll grow some more plants down here. I might as well make use of the CO2 that's sitting down here. We can grow some more mealwood. Time to redo the farm to hydroponics and make use of the germy clean overflow water due to how forgetful they are. Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, you know what? If we grow down here, we can grow more bristle blossom, which produces a decent amount of food. How much do we have? We have 9 blossom seeds. Let's cancel all this. I want to leave this to germy water, or dirty water, because I want to use the overflow from this. But I am going to need to get some. Actually, I'm going to need to get some of these thistle reeds to grow in there. Otherwise, we're just not going to have a use for that. But let's throw some more hydroponic tiles on this side. And then we'll throw... we can deconstruct the pump that's down here. We'll throw a new pump over here. Actually, I might as well deconstruct all this business up here. Yeah, get rid of all this. Get rid of all that. We'll throw some new piping in this way. Yep, derpy pipes. There we go. Of course, we need that connected to the power grid also. So we'll pump our Germy water over. We'll make use of that in our farm tile, so at least they'll have something we can grow that way. That is going to require some more lighting, which is, again, going to require more power. We'll put a couple ceiling lights in here, maybe. How far over did that one reach? Come on. I misclicked. Ceiling light. There we go. That gets everything but the last 3 tiles, so we're going to want to go this route, I guess. Does it have to shine above it or below it? It's not showing how it's going to illuminate that tile, but alright, we'll go that way. Hopefully they can reach all that. Okay. Can you use the polluted water? Don't forget the machine. Yeah, I have, I can make use of polluted water in here in terms of, like, growing reed fiber, but I need to get my hands on some. I started to dig my way out here so we could go get some, but we're not quite there yet. Your stuff's delaying. That's not good. Looks like you're watching There Billions again. Colony's dying. Oh, yeah. It was a good time last night. Just instant, immediate suffering and death. Worst gameplay ever. So the funny thing is, I played for, it was close to 2 hours. We played like 3 colonies. They did not go well at all. Just died like crazy. And I was frustrated, so I went and I played again after I'd already ended the stream. And wouldn't you know it, that's the time that I actually win the game. I didn't record it because I was just playing. So now I have the win in my achievement list on Steam. But I didn't get the gameplay yet. So we'll try to get one actually recorded where I actually managed to win a game. That'd be novel. Come on, guys. Work faster. Not doing a very good job of delivering water to these planter boxes. It'd be nice if we can actually grow some of these down here. Temperature's 23 degrees. What other conditions do we need for this? So it needs irrigation, atmosphere. We'll grow in any types of gas, pretty much. Temperature's okay. It'll have lights. Air pressure. It's in the right range, so that's fine. Yeah, it'll all work well, actually. Get some actual real plants growing down there. Do I know any jokes? No good ones. I used to be much better with, like, picking up jokes and stuff. I haven't really been on the ball. Usually I leave that up to people in the stream. They throw out all kinds of cool dad jokes and stuff. I'm going to laugh at those. Let's see. Advanced power regulation. Where is the insulation? I want to try and make sure we don't get crazy temperature-wise. Temperature modulation. Insulated tile. There we go. That'll cover it off. I'm going to want to build insulated tile all down this side of the base because the heat over here is going to start to seep in and things will get a little too toasty for our poor sensitive duplicants. Always record. I know, right? It's just one of those things. The number of times I've not recorded stuff that I really should have is sadly a little bit on the frequent side. Ant farm dig. All right. They're a mouth breather. We don't need that. Bottom of stomach, definitely not that. Small bladder. They're interested in carrying things around. And they're buff, so it kind of helps out with that, I guess. All right. I'm going to go with Marie. And she's an ugly crier. She can produce extra water for us. Who wants to be Marie? Let's bring in another duplicant. Try to recover back again. Zoe Kurtz. All right. I saw you shut out there first, so welcome to the colony. Now, as always, if you arrive in my colony, there is absolutely no guarantee of survival. Odds are slightly better. You might end up like one of these 3 up here. At some point, everyone in my colony is going to die. That's just how it goes. This whole bathroom system's going to back up soon. We've got a lot of yucky water in here. It's still flowing, but it's not going to flow for very long. Stress is, ooh, 61%. Trey, what are you doing, buddy? Is it because you're starving? They've made a miraculous recovery on illness, probably because the sick people died. But, yeah, our immunity's looking a lot better. 61% stress, though. I should probably do something about that. Where can I put a little de-stressing room? I guess I could put it in the corner. But no one puts baby in the corner. We don't want to do that. Let's add some airflow tile in here. Try to improve our airflow a bit. I guess I'll put something like something up top here, maybe. The only thing they have for de-stressing right now is the massage table that I know of, but we can put that here. Maybe we'll put 2 of them. These guys are really feeling the stress. We want them to kind of mellow out a bit. Now, they're going to want some fancy, you know, it's got to be like a spa up here. So we're going to want, like, statues, and we're going to want, like, a plant. There's a little flower pot in there. We'll give them some, where are we here? Furniture again. We'll give them some artwork. Oh, yeah. These guys will be so relaxed they won't know what to do with themselves. Pneumatic door. Because, you know, everybody wants a screen door on their spa. Alright, the tile on the floor, unfortunately, is not going to help with the decor, but I feel like it's going to be kind of necessary. That whole breathing thing is pretty important in, like, spa relaxation, from what I understand, and also, you know, like, survival. So, I figure we should probably put something in there to make sure they can actually get some oxygen. I have to dig all this out to get to the ceiling, because, sadly, duplicants don't fly. I don't know why that is. Why do you want to join this colony? Why do a lot of people want to just go? That's a really good question, Loki. A lot of people with a death wish, I think. I'm kind of settling into all the new balance in the game, and it's not going well necessarily for this colony. So we'll, you know, enter at your own risk sort of thing. Oh, we got most of this done here, so we can actually set up the rest of our liquid pipe here now. There we go. Gotta remember that where the demarcation point is there, too. Let's plant some blossom seed in here, and copy settings. Oh, they haven't finished all that yet. It's not quite done yet. I really want to get the reed fiber out here, too. But I feel like we should probably prioritize the whole food thing, because, you know, survival and all. Because we've done such a good job of the whole survival part of the game already. We think that walking by hall repeating storage containers in the same painting would increase stress rather than, yeah. This corner just doesn't end. It won't stop. Somebody help me. I should probably destroy some of these and redo them. Where is our... Alright, we gotta go into the jobs menu. The painful, painful jobs menu. Alright. I really hope this is something they fix by the update tomorrow, because when you click on that jobs menu, it's a significant wait to get in there. Walking on sunshine. Or if you watch The Walking Dead, it's like that scene with Daryl in the room walking on Easy Street played over and over again. Same thing with the duplicants, but it's more visual instead of audio. Okay. Why did I come in here now? Art. That's why I came in here. Came in here for the purposes of art. Vanamar has a creativity of 4. Chip has a creativity of 6. Zoe's got a creativity of 5. Man, we have all kinds of artists in this place. Alright, let's deselect everyone else for art. I'm gonna have to start redoing some of these paintings, I think. Because they're just quaint. You know, they're not really again with the starvation, honestly. It's like I need 2 of the micro bushes to keep up with this. There's only 11 duplicants in here. We gotta need to start growing some food a whole lot faster, which I thought would be accomplished by having our fancy little greenhouse set up here. But clearly, that's not going to be the case. No, I should turn this whole bottom thing into a greenhouse too. Get 2 of them going on. Any updates on the power? So there are. What else did they add? They added a steam power generator. I haven't gotten to that yet, though. We're still working on our research. I have no idea how that works yet. I haven't experimented with it all. I should actually go into like a debug mode or something and play around with it a little bit, because I have no idea how the steam power works. Like whether you have to put it on a geyser, and then if you have it on a geyser, does that somehow impact how it produces water? I mean, I'm not sure what the whole deal there is, but we'll have to find out. Who arted? Poor Chip. Chip did all the art. Was it Chip? We had an artist in here at some point. I was in that jobs menu, and I forgot to set a job up. There we go. In fact, unfortunately, that didn't take too long. Okay, so Kayla... got the whole research assistant thing, so we'll set them up as a researcher, and then Zoe was the art student, so we'll set Zoe up for art. Is there anyone else ready to level up here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I mean, we can move Illustar up to a senior architect. But we don't actually need to right now, and that's only just gonna... He jumps up from a tier 3 to a tier 5 when we do that, and it's gonna increase his decor requirements and his food requirements, so I don't want to do that. Bad enough already being elevated. And we have Trey. This is probably why Trey's super stressed. So he's got like a plus 75 to his decor requirement and a plus 3 to his food. So not only is he not getting fed, but the food that I'm giving him is basically some sludge that I scraped up off the floor and put on a plate. So he's not really happy in any sense of this, any sense of the word. His immune system is recovering, though, and he's only hovering, like, right at 50% for stress now, whereas I haven't even gotten my little spa room finished there, so we'll see what happens. Have a good night, Prey. Thanks for coming out. Do you have a farmer assigned to the farm thing in the grow room? I do, yeah, unless they died. I probably should... Requires job assignment. I probably should check that. It did have a farmer assigned, but the farmer might have died. Oh, we have Nicholas Cox. Do you have to actually assign them to this thing? Requires job assignment. Duplicants may only use this building if assigned to one of the following jobs. Farmer, seasoned farmer. So we have a farmer. Must be assigned to a farmer. How do we assign this thing? Is that in the jobs menu too? I mean, we have like a vacant position here for farmer, but... I have no idea how that works. Love Oxygen Not Included. I've seen a Subnautica video that you can hear in the background. I can hear a Subnautica video in the background? Alright. You say so. Just recently subscribed. I really like your vids. Thanks, Alex. Welcome to the channel. Glad you enjoy them. We have one little pipe here they didn't finish. Why would they do that? It's messing with my irrigation plans. Not that I've got the water pump built yet. But... this one little thing here, totally messing with it. All right, let's get that taken care of. All this. I feel like food is kind of our primary objective right now. Power is going to be soon, because we're actually getting a lot of things on this power grid. I signed it to him last time. Oh, I did. Okay. That makes sense then. But it says it requires job assignment, but it doesn't say... It would be nice if it said in here somewhere who it's assigned to, if I actually assigned it to somebody. Whatever. Are you kidding me? What happened? Oh, I can't win. Oh, okay, so here's the thing. This needs to be a 9. Somebody threw up in the water again, or peed, one of the two. They made a mess anyway. I think, oh, yeah, both of these were backed up. These toilets are backed up because they haven't got the overflow running on my on my water purifier. Someone made a mess in this water, which caused an overflow, which is now spilled down, and we have germy water now dripping into that nice germ-free water that I had set up down below to keep people from getting sick again. Because I forgot to put the top on this thing and make sure that the water wouldn't get in there. Yeah, so good times. Yeah, RIP clean water indeed. Well, you know, that's just how it's gonna go this game. It's gonna be one of those. Now we're gonna need that medicine bay probably sooner rather than later. Where is our the apothecary? Cure most basic diseases. We're gonna need some of that because what was that? That was awfully loud. What was that? Trey's looking really sick. Oh my gosh, worst colony ever. Poor guys. Man, I'm just determined to abuse this colony, apparently. Let's see if I can mop up those two nasty spots there. Yay, they're making a mess again. Who do we have on toilet? Oh, you know what? Jack was our toilet cleaner, and Jack got sick and died. So now we, like, need a new person to handle cleanup. You're not supposed to... Well, actually, it's probably not so bad if you go to the bathroom in the farm. I mean, we got a little bit of fertilizer going on there now, I guess. Come on. I need somebody to clean these, though. Let's set these at a higher priority, because, frankly, if they're not doing these... That does constitute just a little bit of a problem. There we go. Who got stuck cleaning the toilet? Good lord. This is going to be one of those, like, ultimately super disorganized colonies. Like, I have those ones that just go on like clockwork. That's not one of these. This one is not in that category at all. Yeah, if you see me playing Minecraft, it's not me, it's my daughter. When you said the colony is expected to fail, well, did you come to that point? Oh, man, when I say it's going to fail, I really mean it. Somebody made a mess again. Was it Monica? It said Monica made a mess, but where's the mess? Peed over by the research computer. I get it. Ran down the ladder. I gotcha. All right, we have water going into our hydroponics now, so that's good. This is missing illumination still, because for whatever reason I don't have that done. I'm using priorities too much. I don't like doing this. It's taking too much. Too much. And I'm gonna have to... I don't even have this closed in as its own little greenhouse. I have to deal with that, too. Yeah, everything's fine. Nobody pay attention to all the burning and death going on in the colony. It's fine. At least we have oxygen. Decent amount of that. We're getting a fairly high concentration of CO2 down here, too. I'm going to have to start to clean that. Sooner rather than later. How are we doing for algae? Oh, God. This colony is an epic fail. I'm out of algae. No doubt, somebody already mentioned that. However, we don't have algae. And that's kind of an important thing for the whole breathing situation right now. Good lord! I can crush your daughter in Minecraft, have her 1v1 me, I will destroy her. What would be the point, Dr. Mr. Jeff? I'm not sure I understand. Monica peed on your computer, that's right. Doesn't she know you're not supposed to pee on a computer? You don't think they can reach the last light to build it? No, they got it. It was only 4 high. All right, so we have illumination. It's growing. We can go in here and copy this now. We'll paste that all across there. We'll get a whole bunch of bristle blossom growing here. It's not going to grow inside the greenhouse level, but job mastered. Not worried about that right now because things are just all falling apart. This is going to be the colony that epically fails. Man, I have all kinds of algae here too. I guess I should figure out a way to get into that. A little more algae over here. I don't like relying on algae, so we're gonna need and we're getting to that point where we're actually gonna need an oxygen room. But my biggest challenge is gonna be I don't really have a lot of fresh water here. They're consuming water a lot faster now too. And it's not going to go any slower when I'm actually pumping water directly into my garden here. It's called the PC. Oh my gosh. Epic fail on this one. Okay, let's get this. Might as well get this out of here too. The point would be winning. Well, yeah, I don't really care whether you can beat her or not. That's of no interest to me. You feel like if I don't like somebody's name, I accidentally kill them off. Who told? That's supposed to be the dark secret. Like, cat must have spilled the beans. Or maybe it was Durgan. 72% stress. Stray is really unhappy. Everyone else is just like super chill. They're like, yeah, this place is great. We got nothing to eat, but it's a weight loss clinic. Meanwhile, Trey's like pulling his hair out. He's running around sick, eating food he hates. Man, there is something to be said for not leveling people up too quickly in that jobs thing, because it really cranks up their requirement. Maybe the dudes need an easy day to assign toilet algae food production duties and let them use the massage tables all day. No. We can't take it easy on our duplicants. We have to work them to death, literally. It's the name of the game. Death by work. It's not oxygen, not included. All right. Losing my voice here. Let's see. We go improve plumbing. We could go improve ventilation. Clothing. Let's go with random stuff, because none of this really seems to matter too much. We'll go with healthcare, maybe. That might be a good thing to have. In this colony of all colonies, I really probably should have some healthcare. How do you win at Minecraft? You just kind of don't. You just play, build, and do stuff. I mean, they have other like mini games and stuff that people do, like player versus player and that kind of stuff. That's a bit of a different story, naturally, but... Ooh, what's going on here? Illumination. Those are... It's... Come on. I didn't space my lights properly. So it really does have to shine above the surface. It can't be like... The angle of the light can't hit into the block. It's got to be above. So... you know what? I'm gonna save the power. Let's deconstruct this one. And we'll just shift one over here. Hope those guys don't eat my food when things come to push comes to shove. That'd be bad. Darn little hatches always eating all my food. Are the massage tables connected to power? No, they're not even built yet. They're just sort of hanging out there. Okay, duplicate number 12 for the second time. Slavery is included. That's right, Gregorius. Slavery is included. -3 learning. No. Tryptophobia. They won't dig. But they have no interests. That's interesting. Skills aren't bad, though. 7 athletics would be handy. Flatulence. No, we're not taking flatulence. Forget that. Let's bring in nails. Who wants to be in nails? You get the fancy purple hair streak. Who wouldn't want that? Your corpse can look great with a purple hair streak. It'll be amazing. But you've moved to water-based, though, too. I really should, but I'm so limited on water. I'm a little worried about it. Hatches equal emergency food supply. Oh, poor hatches. They never come back, though. That's the trouble. All right, let's... all right, Pierre, you can be the corpse with the nice hair. Dead dupe walking. Welcome to the colony. Yeah, power's not really our friend here either. I did not go with a very balanced build this time around. It just went all chaotic really fast. It's so funny. More like funny uh-oh than funny haha, but still. What are these listing? Oh yeah, the light. Alright, they're all lit up. That's good. They're all growing again. Food is on the way, gentle duplicants. More algae there. We have oxygen. We have food on the way. CO2 hasn't yet taken over, although it's not too far. Take this out. Trying to allow for the flow of CO2 to go as low as possible. Trouble? Did someone call for trouble? Oh, we don't need to call trouble. Trouble's already here. Can't even get trouble to leave. It's like drinking all the pop in the fridge. Soda, whatever. I guess if you're the U.S. Eating all our snacks. Sleeping on the couch. Can't get rid of it. Daddy, where did hatches come from? No one knows. No one knows. That's right. They don't reproduce. They just dig them up in the ground. Evil little creatures. They secretly have a plot to take over the world. It's not even the morbs. The morbs aren't the problem. It's the hatches. Maybe things are cute and cuddly. They eat your food. They hang out your colony. Next thing you know, they're eating your corpse. You're a literal child. Okay, bye, dupes. One of your corpse have fabulous purple hair. Aw, maybe another one. Maybe we'll find another nails. They come up randomly. It's possible. If we could get some of this bristle blossom actually growing consistently, it has a pretty decent amount of calorie output. Coal on the floor. Okay, I'm gonna start to think about power generation, maybe. Now, here's gonna be the really unfortunate thing. I'm gonna have to set up a power grid. Because I'm gonna need the space. I was thinking initially of putting it down here in the bottom, but I don't know that I want to do that. Because I'm not really gonna have space down here to run thick wiring from side to side very easily. I might instead put it up top. And we can run our power grid right across the top here and send the individual wires by transformer down. Maybe break the colony into like 3 sections or something. Still like the puffs and the morbs, though they're stinky blighters. They are cute. I like the animals in this game. Yeah, it's neat. There's a one that's water-based too. It hasn't actually been in the game yet, but somebody saw it in like one of the edit files or something. It's like this little swimming guy. It's like a messed up version of a fish. Oh no, that's not one. Maybe it's in the menu when you start out. It shows a little fish guy swimming in a tank. So I think at some point I gotta put some fishies in here. Yeah, dude. You're right, Live Epically. That's like horrible torture. They're all starving to death, and they've covered the whole place in paintings with food. It's like sadistic. If I could get them a little bit ahead on the food curve, I'd start to redo the paintings, but I don't really want to take the resources. Oh, look, they're painting right now. Let's see if Chip comes up with a little bit better painting this time around. Should be better. So oh, look at that! Oh, that's appropriate. The scream. 2 of them. All right, so that's disturbing. So they're gonna hang out in the spa where it's supposed to be like super relaxing, under pictures of duplicants screaming. Perfect. That's like exactly what I was looking for. It's perfect. Can't go wrong there. All right, we have way too much on this power grid now. How's our decor in there? Look at that. Nicest room in the place. Not so pretty over here. For some reason, these 2 beds right here are a little less nice, too. It must be because of this fancy airflow tile under here. Hi, Sekmohan. It's like a kind of evil mastermind. We've developed like the perfect torture chamber. Trapped them in here with no food and a whole bunch of like pictures of food. What will duplicants do when they get really hungry? Secret science experiments. Research complete. Research complete. All right, what else can we research now? Let's go with fossil fuels. Why not? We're kind of at that point now where the individual research items aren't really giving me a lot. Our relaxation room isn't done because they didn't finish the ceiling, and they haven't finished this other door. Try to get that done. How are these plants coming along? 22%. Okay, they're growing well. We have food. Look, there's food in there. Meal ice at a mush bar. Not a lot of food, but there's food. Puffed slime for days, yeah. I should actually... If we could try to... So there's a puffed up there. I wonder if is there a puff down here? There is one there. If we could get the morb and the puff to hang out together, that would be great. I'll have to try to trap those guys, maybe. Create a little farm space down here or something. I don't know. What do I want to do next? Ooh, did we create a room? Yeah, look, we got a little spa now. There's our recreation room. They get a stress relief bonus for being in there, which is good. All kinds of rooms in here now. Greenhouse, rec room. We don't have a power plant yet, naturally. Oh, this thing turned into its own room. It's the funeral room. It's no effect, because it's just a miscellaneous room, but that's that could be the funeral parlor. Do all the dupes have jobs? Ooh, good question. I think we brought in somebody. I should click on there. It seems to go quicker when you click on the desk. I don't know why that is. Name the colony Vault, insert random number because you're experimenting evenly. Yeah. There we go. Man, that lag is brutal. Okay, so we have Pierre Weber, who doesn't really have a job. I guess they can be... Do we have a chef? Brandon was our chef before. Brandon did not end things well, so we probably should have a chef. You could be a sous chef. I think Nail... This is the one who had, like, no interests. Not interested in doing anything. I want to just hang around. You guys do all the actual work. I'm just going to chill out over here. Spend some time in the spa. Put a decent priority to massage tables. Yeah, I'll set them at like a 9 or something. Boop. There you go. So if they feel the need to de-stress, it's really important they do so. They won't do it until they get to 50, though. Trey's the only person who's even close. So I feel like Trey's going to be the only one who's really getting any use out of our spa room, but that's okay. It's probably better to have only one duplicant using it than a bunch anyway. Make another farm room. Yeah, I should I have this down here. I should try to seal it in somehow so we can actually turn it into a farm. Let's maybe try to block this in a bit so we keep this nasty water trapped. We could throw a little pneumatic door up here. Why not? Or not. That was not quite where I planned that to go. There we go. So, I have this extra... I'm just going to deconstruct this one. I still want... No, the trouble is the water is down below here. Maybe I should actually just make this section over here. But now we don't have an actual little greenhouse thingy. I need to change this around. More ladders. We need more ladders. No, hold on. Cancel that. Alright. We'll do a ladder over here. So I want to try to actually create a proper space in here for the... yeah, just like that. That's totally what I planned. That was the ladder I meant to do. That one. So when they get that done, we'll have to kind of finish the floor off in here. Put a little tile in here. We need a pneumatic door. This room's a little tall. Hopefully it actually fits the requirement. Oh, come on. There we go. This door here is completely pointless. I'm going to destroy that because, you know, why not give the duplicant some useless work to do? That's what I do. I'm going to move the door over just because I was originally going to try and seal this whole thing off and make the whole thing into this little farm space, but I don't think I'm going to have enough room. So I'm going to have to create a floor here. We can put a door in here, and then we can take this one of these farm stations and put it in here so we'll get a second greenhouse going. Once they get this ladder finished. Which should be any time, so we can deconstruct these ladders. There's a fancy floor in here. Now they're getting industrious. Look at them working. It's funny, you feed the duplicants and they get way more energetic. Funny how that works. What does Brainwind's tombstone say? Oh, that's a good question. I thought they had like a thing in here where you could see like sayings in the tombstones, but maybe I'm thinking of a different game. Just says RIP, I guess. I'll say contents none, but there's somebody in there. For some reason, I could have sworn the tombstone said something, but I must be thinking of a different game. If you queue more continuous mush bars, you'd have available kilocalories. I have mush bars queued. It's on like a continuous cycle. They just keep producing it nonstop. Trouble is they have to run up and down all the time to get water, which is really not a good situation. I kind of need to like rebuild the whole kitchen thing. I should actually look to have my little kitchen space over on this side. But I have this nasty water here I don't really want. Mind you, this has a little bit of germiness in it too, although it's a pretty low germ count right now. Oh, this is done. Let's see. Throw that on there. In our stations here somewhere. There's the farm station. We can throw this in. I don't think it has to be in a particular spot, so we'll just stick it right there. We're going to need another farmer, though, I think, to work this. Because we only have the one farmer. And I don't know if it's like... only one farmer can be assigned to one workstation, possibly. Tombstones are lame, I guess. Whatever. They used to have... Okay, I thought they did. So it wasn't just me. Your priority is defaulting to 9 for everything you build. What? It better not be. I only set that for, like, one thing. Well, let's check it, actually. Oh, wow, it really is. Alright, that's weird. I guess that explains why they were suddenly so productive. It shouldn't happen that way. More duplicates. This person's not gonna have a bed, but we'll bring in another duplicant. Okay, we have a Devon, who's a loud sleeper. I hate loud sleepers. They're not really that hard to deal with. I find it irritating having to separate them into different spaces. We have a Meemaw. Meemaw's usually good, but she doesn't have very good stats this time. Digging, learning. It would be nice if somebody in here had farming, because we could use another farmer. They're interested in tidying, but they're biohazardous. How does that work? I'm a germ freak. I get totally like sick every time I run into them. Lindsay, Mima, or I'm torn. So Mima's got the interest in digging, but Lindsay's actually got the better digging skill. But Mima has +3 strength, and I don't think you can really train that. Let's bring a Mima in. I like Mimas. Dan with the plan. All right, Dan with a plan. Welcome to the colony. You can be Mima. Duplicate number 13, who does not have a bed, so you'll be spending a little time on the floor until I get around to building one. Which I'm sad to report is not really going to be high on my priority list at the moment. 0 kilocalories still. The real question is, do we have 2 farmers? And I don't think we do. We have a farm... Actually, we have a farm hand that might work. Requires job assignment, winning more fertilizer, yada, yada, yada. So, you can't really assign it to anybody. I thought you could before. Alright, whatever. Let's go to the job desk. We'll get... I think, actually, our little farm hand might actually be ready to level up to be a real farmer, too. Which would be good. Good to know Fox likes his Meemaw. You're funny. Okay, apprentice miner, sous chef. Wow, skill of 5 in cooking. Okay, let's get another cook. Farmhand. Oh, Monica's still not quite there. 90%. 90%. Can I move her when she's only at 90%? No, they gotta max out. All right. So we only have 1 farmer right now, so the bottom one can't really be turned into a greenhouse until it gets assigned to somebody, I don't think. Oh, no, it is a greenhouse still, even though it doesn't have the... Oh, that's weird. Accelerated plant growth. Even though we don't have somebody assigned to the farm station. Must be assigned to a farmer. I don't know, whatever. I can't really assign these things anyway. I wonder if that's a bug currently. We shall see. You can't assign anyone because it's not in the greenhouse, methinks. No, it is in the greenhouse. Like, look, if you look at the room, it's in a greenhouse. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. Whatever. As long as it works, I guess. I'm taking your advice on how to record a YouTube video, and I've started recording a lot of videos, and I actually believe I've gotten better at it. Thank you so much. Awesome, Real Tech Nerd. I mean, really the biggest thing is just practice. Can't get better at anything without practice, I guess. We have a weird CO2 situation here now. I kind of blocked off this bottom pit where it was sort of descending. So we're going to start to build up more CO2 pressure in this lower area. I have to be conscious of that. I'm doing a good job of digging up here, at least. You guys dig. Dig like crazy. I am going to need to create some alternate means of getting oxygen soon. Ooh, look, look, look. Almost done over here. Hopefully there's no polluted water getting in, but the CO2 in here is fairly high pressure, so it should be alright. Something you generally wouldn't say. Oh yeah, we got lots of CO2. Everything's great. Good times. You click on the farm station and sign it like a bed. Yeah, well, I was doing that though. Like when I click on it, there's no option to do that. I wonder if it's just something that's broken at the moment. Because there's no assigning it. Unless it's not recognizing my farmer, so it's not giving me the option, but I would think it would still be a pop-up and just have, like, no names in it if that was the case. I don't know. Practice doesn't make perfect. I didn't say made perfect. I said practice, or did I? I don't know. Everything improves with practice. Doesn't necessarily make it perfect. Research complete. All right, that was the natural or the fossil fuel one, so we can get that out of there. Let's look at our advanced power regulation now. Power control station. That's something new that I haven't seen yet. That's kind of cool. And that's what turns the room into an actual power room, so we're going to want that for sure. On the plus side, nobody else has died. Jobs mastered. Ari is a master groundskeeper now. Congratulations, Ari. You have professionally mastered skills of picking up stuff. You can lower the job level for your researcher to the second and third level based on the same. Oh yeah, I guess I probably could do that. Made a mess. Oh, come on, guys. There's a toilet available. Why did you just pee on the floor? Honestly. Gotta get these duplicate diapers. 2 of them did it, too. It wasn't even just one. Peed over on this bedroom, too. Good lord. I think they just like peeing on the floor. They don't like the outhouse. There goes another mess. The toilets even got clean. I gotta get those things fixed. Clean up in here again. Everybody's peeing on the floor. Stop peeing on the floor. Oh, that's great. That'll be down in the water supply again. Oh, no, actually, the one fell on this side of the farm, so that's okay. Okay, I need to get down here as a priority. So, dig this. Dig us up some gold, because we're going to need gold for our power production anyway. Our duplicant's going to start bringing in germs into the colony here, so that's going to be fun too, because there's all kinds of this wonderful slime lung germ out here. This deodorizer really should be set at a high priority so we can clean the air up. It's not really getting a lot of air, though. It's sitting in CO2. Which is fortunately killing off the germs also, so I guess that works too. Oh, you were so close. Like, just the tiniest little bit and you would have harvested it. Dagnabbit. Hi, Alex. Welcome to the stream. They make messes because the mush bar is diarrhea. Yeah, that certainly doesn't help at all. But it's also, like, if the toilets get backed up, because there's only 2 of them here, and there's, like, 13 duplicants trying to share 2 toilets. I don't know about you, but even, like, a 4-person family living in a house with 2 toilets, even that gets to be a little bit fussy sometimes. Never mind 13 of them, but emergency outhouses. I probably should build some more. Actually, if I build them up here, I can actually make use of this little hatch up here. At least until we can get to the point where I can start to... I need to consume some of that polluted water that we're creating from the other bathroom system, and until we can do that, we're going to need something to kind of keep tabs on this. So let's go like this. In our refinement, we can throw a couple composts in here. And then this little hatch in here is all set up to eat, so we can just use the wash basins. This isn't going to be a proper bathroom up here or anything, but because it's too big of a space. Is it still giving 9 part? It is. Why is it giving 9 part? Alright, whatever. Build it all. It's fine. It's fine. Put a wash station by the airlock. Yeah, we can do that too, so they can wash off the surface germs anyway. Medicine, wash basin. It's funny that it kept that 9 priority. There we go. I set 9 priority on like one thing, and then they were just like, no, we gotta do 9 everything. It's gonna be a big task for them to run up here with water all the time to refill these things, but at least people have a place to go to the bathroom now. They'll stop peeing all over the floor. Oh, we got the toilets down here fixed up, then those will be good to go also. Are you really turning that morgue into a bathroom? How vile are you? That's right. That's how I work. If you don't want your final resting place to be the bathroom, don't die. Oh my gosh. It's like it's rest in P. That's what they say, right? They're always saying on my colony, rest in P. So guess what? Yeah, we have showers down here already that again, it's all part of the system that's backed up right now. I need to consume the excess water that's in here. Either I need to dump it somewhere. Normally what I do is I go the route of just dumping it and then I clean it up later, but there's not really a lot of space in this core area. I think they made this smaller. Is it just me or did the space get smaller in here? Because it's like this is just barely fitting. But normally I like to just dump it and then deal with it afterwards, but I don't even dig that. Job mastered. Yeah, Monica is officially no longer a farmhand. We can make her an actual farmer. And we click and wait. Make a coal generator. I do want to make a coal generator. I've just kind of been delaying on it a little bit because I didn't want to crank up my CO2 production when I don't have the system set up to clean it right now. And it also produces a lot of heat. And I don't have a cooling mechanism set up. I could use like a water drip system to do cooling, but our water is relatively limited also. So I kind of feel like darned if I do and darned if I don't. All right, so we have Monica all set up. It says pending. I wonder, do they have to go change hats or something? What's the deal with that? Is Monica gonna go change hats? I'm kind of curious. Oh, she did. She took off the other hat, and then she's putting on a new farm hat. This one's like slightly different color. She's very happy with the new hat. Okay, and I still can't assign the actual station to her. So I don't know what the deal is. As long as I get the benefit from the room, though, I guess that's fine. It accelerated plant growth or whatever. In here, can we finally plant that thing? Yes, thimbleweed seed. We have 2 of them. Nice. Just plant thimbleweed in there. That'll use that up. We need to dig this up too, I guess. Our poor little fart fish floating around in here. You found a steam geyser right off. Oh, that's pretty handy. Yeah, I don't have one of those. I don't see any geysers at all out here right now. Lots of algae up here. So we do. I mean, we have pockets of algae that aren't inside our colony, but some polluted water here too we could theoretically clean. But I want to get rid of the germs that are in here. This air is not looking very nice right now. A little bit of CO2 trap there. You know, I'm gonna put let's put a little deodorizer out here. Clean up the air. So the easiest way to manage the slime lung germs in this space is you give them a place to wash themselves, which we have here. Is it filled? Hopefully it's filled. Oh, it's got a little bit of water, but not a ton. Well, that didn't get you very far, Trey. What were you doing? All right, so the easiest way to manage it, though, is you give them a place to wash themselves, and then you just clean the air, because the slime mum germs that are floating around in the air are the ones that are the danger. They breathe them in. And as long as they haven't, as long as they're not breathing them in because you clean them up with the clean air, then it makes it much more manageable to be out in that space. So I'm just going to go that route. Phew. Yeah, that's some ugly air right there. I really should probably try to do a little more atmosphere control in here. Let's deconstruct this. Throw in an airlock. Whenever they get around to doing it for me. And then we'll keep this top space sealed off. We're oxygenating up here for no reason at all, so I really shouldn't do that. You dupes get a stress bonus for tag following them. Oh, that's handy. I mean, not that their stress is bad now. They're at 13%. Even Trey, who's been eating crummy food, his stress is a lot better now even. Now they have a place to go to the bathroom. Suddenly everybody's feeling better about life. Oh, there we go. Just as I deselected it. There we go. There. Alright. So now we'll stop producing any oxygen to fill up the space up here. I mean, not that there's a lot up here, but all this oxygen up here is completely wasted. Keep that in the colony if we can. CO2 cleaning is going to have to be something that's going to become a priority soon, too. These are finally growing, which is it, are we getting any water bloom in here yet? Yes, we are. Nice. A little bit of water bloom in here, so we're starting to siphon off the wasted water, which means these toilets will start to work again. So that's good. Good, good, good. Building lacks resources. What building is that? Oh, the computer. Research. What are they lacking? Insufficient water. No, there's water down there. It's just got to go refill it. Just got to... Oh, we have another duplicant. Duplicant number 14. Arriving in the colony. -5 athletics. No, probably not going to take that one. Small bladder and a pacifist. You know what? I'm going to go with the pacifist. High creativity. Which isn't necessarily terrible use to me, but I could deal with the traits a little bit better in this one. Ooh, they can eat without getting diarrhea. Haha. That is somebody we want in our colony. If you're a duplicant who doesn't poop everywhere, you're in the right place. Think I like most about your colonies, how tiny they look. Well, I don't know how tiny I would say this is right now. It's a little messy at the moment. People keep going to the bathroom on the floor on me. Are you a developer or just a supporter of the game Sea of Thieves? Also, are you enjoying it? I'm not a developer. No, I'm just a gamer. I have a lot of fun with that game. Crafty Harbor, you can come in here. Crafty Harbor. Welcome to the colony. Yeah, I've had a lot of fun with Sea of Thieves so far. I mean, I'm a little iffy on the pricing on it because Xbox games are just so expensive these days. It's like $60 to $70 or something. Which is kind of a lot to pay for a game, particularly when there's so many good games. Like Oxygen Not Included was like $20. I mean, it's probably not going to stay that way all the time, but I have gotten like huge amount of entertainment out of this game for my $20. Really good buy, I figure. Whereas Sea of Thieves is going to be much more expensive, but it's really more. It's closer to a AAA title, even though. Oh wait a minute, what's this guy stuck in here for? Open the door. Even though they're not really like a AAA studio so much. I mean, I guess they're owned by Xbox, which kind of makes them similar to one, but... No, don't go over there. Anyway, just leave this open. I don't think this is actually... Oh, it is a room. I did close it off with enough space. Sweet! We got another bathroom. Look at that. All these fancy colors in here. Almost looks like I planned all this. Pure chaos. That's how I run. One of mine granted you need a non-junior minor. I think I have one. I have somebody that's in the middle. This is the take the dupe each time challenge. No, not really. I'm just kind of lately I've been running to around 15 or 16 duplicants, so that's kind of what I'm doing again. And our calories are finally going up. We're finally at that point where we're actually producing enough food for people. Although I would like to get away from using the micro musher specifically for making mush bars, because it's just not good for anybody over the long term. This little farm here is not really the most efficient setup either. It could have been a little bit bigger. What are you gonna do? I guess I could make the... You know, I could make the ladder go down the other side. And then salvage the space in here so I could plant some more plants. Maybe we'll do that a bit later. Maybe later. How's our little oxygen conversion going in here? Just in time to hear the little guy fart. Germs are declining, so that's good. Got to keep those going downward. I feel like oxygen is going to be one of our needs soon, because it didn't include it in this game. Wow, is that thimbleweed ever growing fast? Yeah, it is growing pretty fast. It's getting the benefit of growing in the greenhouse room where it's getting that extra space. Plan where you're gonna put your stove to cook better food. Well, I'd kind of like to turn this section over here into the kitchen space. But I kind of need to deal with the water that's down here first. Do we need another bedroom? We do actually, yeah. But again, starting to run out of space here. So I have 12 beds and we have 14 duplicants. So there's 2 duplicants that don't have a place to sleep at the moment, and we don't really have any place to put them at the moment either. We're just barely keeping oxygen. Oh, you know what? This floor in here should really be some of this airflow tile. Same thing with this bathroom. And let's not trap CO2 in here. Alright, that kind of works. Good enough. Is the wash basin next to the shower supposed to do both ways? Nope. Should just be direction right. There we go. Not that it really matters. They'll only use it if they actually have germs to clean off anyway. So in that case, it'd be a little silly. They wash their hands and they get in the shower. Well, whatever. Whatever works. I probably should grow some dust cap, but to do that, we're going to need slime. Slime and CO2. CO2 we have an overabundance of, but what we don't have a lot of is slime. And if we start to dig in slime, we'll bring in some germs, but I think it might be worth it anyway. What do we have to do? I'd like to get... Hold on, let's check this out. Cancel this. Where is my fungal spore? Carbon dioxide uses 4,000 grams per cycle of slime. Darkness. Temperature 5 to 35, so this is in that range. Air pressure's fine too in terms of CO2. Yeah, I mean we can grow some good mushrooms down here actually. Let's do that. It needs fertilizer, but it doesn't need irrigation. So because of that, I don't have to worry about. At least I don't think it does. No, it just needs slime. So fertilizer, but no irrigation. So we can actually build little farm tiles down here. Just cancel this. We can make it actually, we can turn this into another farm station actually. So we'll do, in stations down here, we'll go into farm station. Throw one of these in here. Nope. There we go. Give this a little door. Actually, this one doesn't even have to be a pneumatic door. I kind of want to keep the CO2 in here so we can just make an actual door on this thing. There we go. We'll get that all set up. So, unfortunately, they're going to have to do a lot of running to bring slime down here, which I'm not really thrilled about. We can store slime in a storage container down here in the water, and that should help, except we may end up with some... yeah... I don't want to do this. If we store the slime in a storage container in the water, it'll stop producing polluted oxygen, but it'll introduce germs into the water, which I probably shouldn't do. Maybe I'll just do a storage container outside. Need a wash basin in the med bay. Do I? I mean, I don't need one. This toilet's not even hooked up. Nobody can use it. I just put it in there to satisfy the requirement, but there's no plumbing. So this is like the teaser outhouse. So it satisfies the requirement to make it into the room that I need, but nobody will actually go into the bathroom in there. Alright, let's start to gather some slime. I really should put a storage container out here, though. Keep our slime stored out here, and then that will, when it produces the polluted O2, it can get cleaned up by our little deodorizers, and that'll keep that all fine. The germ level in the air down here has gotten significantly lower, so our duplicants can actually work out here without getting too sick, which is good. But they will be carrying some stuff back with them. So I might actually need more than one wash basin here, and I think I will build a second one. Just in case. I mean, they have the ore scrubber that we could use also, but you need a chlorine geyser or a consistent supply of chlorine in order to use that, which you can't really do without having a chlorine geyser, so... Not terribly practical, that thing, until you find one. More wood. Oh, wait, different game. Yeah, exactly that, Dutch. Oh. Get that dug out of there. Another ladder right next to the drat. No, wait. There's chlorine in there. Yep. Yeah. Gross. I kind of wanted to one. I would like to be able to go down here and enter the farm from this side, because that way they're only carrying the slime like directly into the farm area instead of like all the way across my colony. But that's not going to work so much. I'd like to get rid of that chlorine that's in there. Man, this like zoom in close. Some of the sounds in this game are just nasty. Little hatches make disgusting little noises. Just don't eat that fungal spore. I need that. Dig left from the shoe farm to the big airlock. Be sure to include a wash basin down there. Well, so my issue is I don't want to cut into the chlorine that's here. Particularly since it'll mess with my farm. I need the farm to be sitting in a decent amount of CO2, and if you get these little pockets of chlorine floating around there, it'll mess with the CO2. When you put outhouse and medbay, is assigned to it, so they don't use it if they're not sick. Well, I mean, they won't use it anyway because there's no plumbing, so they can't use it. They'll run out and use the bathroom in the other place. Storing slime in containers in clean water is not going to pollute the water, though. By the way, I haven't done it with this update. Yeah, I haven't yet either. But I mean, realistically, I don't really mind that it's out here because it's going to produce polluted oxygen that I can clean and keep the air pressure decent out here. Give our duplicants something to breathe while they're hanging out here in the nastiness. Dig up that mushroom. Dig up these mushrooms. This needs to be set for organic slime. That was weird. The duplicate just picked up water off the floor using his little collection tool, but they normally only do that from the pitcher pump. Did somebody drop a pitcher of water there I just didn't notice? I wonder. Build a little tunnel up over the chlorine pocket. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. If I do that, then I have to make one less, like another farm tile that's not in place. I don't know. Well, we could just do a tunnel like right here underneath this one and have a direct route down to our farm also. Maybe I'll do that. We might even find something that's in here that might be useful. And it'll give another route for the CO2 to settle down into this lower space. Although sadly it traps another hatch down there. Mop your floors and get the wet feet debuff. Yeah, they did. Got that taken care of. We're up to 5,200 calories, so we're just kind of holding our own now, food-wise. So it'll be nice when we get the mushrooms growing in here. Ooh, more research. We can do more research. Let's see. Automation stuff, improve plumbing stuff, improve ventilation, junk. You know what? Let's go with clothing. We can get some people wearing some fancy suits and they can keep the stress level down. Now, look at, there's really only a couple people that are even feeling any stress at all. I should really consider setting up a power grid because I haven't done that yet. Food shortage, fleeing. All right, neither of which I have to worry about. How many dupes have we gone? You were here for 3. No, just the 3. So we had that little issue with the food right at the start of the stream. And then we finally got a little bit more balance that way food-wise. We're not really in a great position in terms of food, but at least it's not at 0. Sorry, Dan, with the plan. I don't always notice the comments when I'm playing. I don't know if these are even going to have enough slime out here. It's crazy. There's a lot of gold out here, too. Gold will come in handy for building our power systems because it has a nice overheat debuff, or buff to it, or whatever, that prevents it from overheating quite so early. But cooling will present certain challenges. We're going to need a mechanism to get more fresh water, too. Eventually. I mean, like, this water here will last a fair while because I'm not using it for a lot of things, but if we start to produce oxygen off of the water, which is kind of the key changeover, so we're not constantly hunting for algae. We're down to 31 kilograms, speaking of. I'm going to need more algae. Rat. I don't want to be hunting for algae all the time. It's nice to just set up an oxygen system and let it go, but until I can do that... All right, here we go. Let's just go right up here. This will serve a dual purpose. We'll get to do a little bit of exploring so we can actually see what's up in this space. Let's not let the gas out, though. And then we can also get some algae while we're up here, too. Set all this at the same priority. This breathing's kind of important. There we go. And I think I heard another duplicant coming in. I did! Alright, this will be our last duplicant for now. Duplicant number 15. Who wants to be the last person to join our colony? Well, I say the last, but realistically, when somebody dies off, we have to bring someone else back. There might be more. But for now, it'll be the last. This will be the 15th we'll take. Now's the time to take mice, meal lice off the menu and only use the loaf. Yeah, I really should manufacture the loaf. Filter the dirty water, make clean water for oxygen. We can do that too. It's fairly power intensive though, and so is the whole oxygen production system. So I kind of want to get a couple things in place power station wise first. Dupe you, dupe me, dupe everybody. Okay, let's bring in somebody's name I can't pronounce. Okay, hold on. Cooking, learning, tinkering. Arting, farming. All right, Lindsay. All right, you can be Lindsay. Irwin Volarin? Not sure how to pronounce that, but welcome to the colony. Okay, duplicate number 15. So we're already at a place where we just don't have spaces enough for them all to sleep in. We need at least 3 more beds in order to have a decent living quarters for our poor little duplicants. Why are these stifling? Oh, we finally got caught up on that water system. Oh, hold on. This needs to go to the right. We finally got caught up on the clean water. So now they're producing polluted water, which is getting clean, but it's only going to take the excess overflow and send it to our little thistle reeds. So that's okay. We don't really need them to grow so much. Perfect. That works perfectly. Okay. So they're gonna stifle a little bit in terms of not having irrigation, but that's okay because I really only want them there to consume the excess water that's created. And why did I go this way? I didn't have to go there. Boy, it's gonna take these guys a while to get up to that pocket of algae up there. Still building the farm, so that's good. How did they get through there? They dug in from like both sides and left that one little block in the way. Just get that out of there. Until they dig that out, they can't even go through there. There we go. Oh, no, they'll jump down the ladders. All right, that's good. Perfect. Don't dupe you. You don't want to die, that Dutch guy. I mean, pretty much every duplicant that comes in here is going to get croaked at some point. 14 dupes, 70 plant meal lights, 50 plants for lice loaf, 53 plants for... Man, you got all the math worked out. Oh, I don't want to convert this over, actually. Start producing some of that. Not that we necessarily have much stored right now, actually. Do we have... 2 mush bars and a bunch of bristle... No, actually, this has got to keep going with... Got to keep going with mush bars. We're not at that point where we're producing enough. Need a little bit more food production. When we get our mushrooms growing down here, then we can start to take meal lice off the table and then have them focus on eating the meal loaf instead. Hi, Cryptic. First time catching a live stream, but I've been watching all your Oxygen Not Included videos. I really wish you would bring back Astroneer videos. Yeah, I intend to play some more Astroneer. I played it actually like a few weeks ago. I keep meaning to play it, but my schedule's just been so wacky lately. I have not... If anyone who has actually like followed the channel, you may have noticed that I've been doing a lot of live streaming lately, and I really haven't been doing much in terms of like pre-recorded videos, and it's just because my schedule has been really wacky. So when I get that sorted out, I want to do a little bit more of those. I have a bunch of games on the go that I'm trying to get some time to actually do some recording in. Hopefully, this coming weekend, we'll get some more of that tackled. But yeah, I definitely will be playing more Astroneer. I don't know the timing yet. My schedule's been so crazy, I don't know how I'm going to fit it in. I should cut down the amount of live streams I'm doing, actually, and try to focus on doing some more recorded videos. This timing has been real. It's been a real beast. This room down here is not quite a farm yet because it doesn't have a fancy farm station built. Or the door, for that matter. How's the ladder to the heavens going? Slowly. They're getting up there, but... Look at, we have a researcher building ladders up here. We're down to 0 kilocalories again. Man. All these duplicates when they're eating. How dare they eat? There's not enough beds for everyone. No, we need at least 3 more. I mean, I could get rid of this little temporary bathroom I put up here because I have, well, let's see, 2 lavatories and 2 outhouses. Is that enough to service 15 duplicants. I don't know what the ratio is. I've never paid attention to it. I feel like they're not really running up to these bathrooms anymore. I'm going to keep an eye on this. If they don't go up here too much, I'm going to destroy these. And we'll build a little bedroom in here instead. And we'll seal it off in the little Tasteful Memorial so they can have a separate room for that. But got a big mess in here. Somebody needs to sweep. Ever since Jack died, the floor just doesn't stay nearly as clean anymore. Yeah, I should throw another micro musher in there. Yeah, somewhere roughly on time tonight, Cat. I think we have another cook actually set up with a job too, so I should probably check that. Man, that took forever to disassemble that thing. Come on. Come on. There we go. We're getting a lot on this power grid too. So we have at least, no, there's at least 2 chefs. Okay, so that's good. Research. What do I want to research now? I guess we could look at, well, we don't have any plastic, so most of this doesn't really matter. We can just kind of pick anything at this point. Maybe we'll go with improved plumbing. Get the algae vein that's close to the base. Ladder to heaven. So where's that? Oh, over here. Alright, we'll snag that. Bunch of bleach stone up here. I've never really used the wash stations, though. Like those little, the hand sanitizer or whatever. I don't know why. I just never really built them. I've always leaned towards, like, just going with the sinks and stuff. Over the supercomputer? Well, we have a bedroom there now. You mean, like, up here? Yeah, I'm probably going to... I'll probably end up destroying the bathroom that's up here. And turn it into a bedroom up here instead. 4.1 for an outhouse and 6.25 to 1. There. So we should have plenty of bathrooms then, pretty much. Am I doing research currently? I just got that. Coal gen, I already have that. How about some batteries? Yeah, again, mostly the reason I haven't switched over to coal production just yet was because I didn't want to deal with the CO2. We could get one of those going though. Micro busher helps, but better just add like another 30 mealized plants. Yeah, I mean, I need more farming. We have a lot of duplicants in here. I should stack a second farm right on top of this one, actually. We got like a whole little four-tiered farm set up. Actually, I do have enough room there to do that, even. Maybe I will do that. Maybe I will. Crazy like a something. Meant to do that. That was all part of my plan. In the interest of space, rather than using actual tiles, I should just do farm tiles. Food, farm tiles. I'll build all these in here. Which means we can dig all this out. We'll throw more farm tiles over this way. Actually, we're going to want a little space in here for our farm station for that room. Let's be like our multi-tiered farm layout setup thing. Because they'll grow in CO2, so it doesn't really matter that it's all CO2 down there. ×2 sounds funny. Put your speed on ×2, get rid of the stream delay. Later, if you complete me, it'll go back to normal speed. Oh, that's weird. Are you still getting stream lag and stuff? That's funny. I haven't been playing on low latency specifically because I didn't want people to run into latency issues the way we were having and the buffering, what have you. Perfect term 3 cycles food supply. Easy to destroy and build elsewhere with normal planter pots. Yeah. But I tried using airflow tiles to set up my water. I mean, I have an airflow tile here blocking it in. I don't really I mean, there's not really need to do anything too crazy water-wise. Paths to get slime to the shroom room. Yeah, I have that here so they can get down there. I'd like to just block this in. If chlorine settles lower than... No, CO2 settles lower than chlorine. Because we can actually kind of... You can destroy the chlorine if you can fill in all this space with blocks, but doing that is kind of a challenge. Man, they're building the new farm tiles up here, and they haven't even finished the ones below. Are those priority 9 again? No, some of them were priority 7. That's weird. Why are those some of these priority 7 and some of them were priority 5? I built those all at the same time in one big sweep, didn't I? Did I do something weird there? Or did the game just give them really weird, like, priority assignment? That's so odd. Yeah, Ken, I switched over to... As soon as I stopped using low latency mode, the buffering and stuff seemed to go away. Which is kind of a shame, because it's nice when the chat and the gameplay are really close together. Right now, there's probably like a 30-second delay. CO2 scrubber, filter the dirty water back into clean, inject directly back to the scrubber. Yeah, that's how I normally set up my CO2 route. I mean, I haven't dealt with CO2 at all. I've just sort of let it all settle. And, oh, it's actually starting to build up to the point I really am going to have to do something with it. We can do something down here, I guess. Again, power is probably going to be my primary concern. Where are we? Brain no worky. Carbon skimmer. Send it up down here. With a little water sieve. Create a little crazy plumbing route here. Let's see, in this way, and then we'll go this way. Okay, there. We need a little more ladder here because we're going to get down to the water. But that's okay, because I like ladders. We can always have more ladders. Throw a liquid pump down here. Quick little liquid injection there. We're going to need power. I don't even know if I'm producing enough power to do this. We're about to find out. Now, this little pump is going to need power for a short little bit of time, and then it will... Ooh, is that... Unreachable build. I hope that's because they just haven't built the ladders above it yet. And not because it's too deep in the water. I mean, it shouldn't be. They've gotten down deeper water before. But they have to hold their breath the whole time they're down here, too. I have to kind of be conscious of that. Chlorine's high, build a wall from underneath. Oh, yeah, that's fair. That's true. Oh, yeah, we could actually... If we could get underneath it... I heard the... Yeah, here we go. The printing pod turned on again. We're actually going to just reject all these. And then I'm going to turn the printing pod off for now. We'll stick with the 15 duplicates we have for the moment. Just disable that. I think we kind of have enough going on already. What have we got going on here? What is that stifling? Running out of dirt fertilizer. What? Said what? That's why I didn't... Oh, man. Totally forgot about that. That's why I didn't have a whole bunch of meal lice, because they changed it around so that the meal lice consumes dirt. Not raw metals, raw minerals. No. Why isn't my agriculture? Man. Nope, it's not there either. Cultivatable soil. Man, brain no work today. Dirt, we have 124 tons. So this is a good chunk of it there, actually. I don't have to worry too much about that. But we are using it to make food also. Well, I mean, if you want to call it food, I guess. If we get some sleep week rain, we can start making bristleberry, too. Or these berry sludge bars, too. It's like Christmas fruitcake. This stuff never goes bad. It's good times. Party 7, Party 5 gets done for... It's, the whole thing is just weird. I don't recall setting a different priority on that. They built the whole roof in there, basically, out of it. Do we have the... Okay, so that room's all finished. Well, aside from that little spot. They're not digging this out, but they built that. I don't know. It's so weird. Bedroom's best in 4x6 inside with a bathroom set 4x10 inside. Yeah, so we have... well, I mean, that's pretty much what I have here. We have the 2 bathrooms set up here. These 2 bedrooms are already set up with the 6 beds in them. This bathroom here will convert into a bedroom because it doesn't look like they're really using it so much anymore. They're just using the ones that are down here. And we got a lot of gasping going on. Am I not? What's going on here? We've got them doing tasks that supersede filling up the oxygen supply. That's kind of not necessarily the best thing to have happen there. There we go. Now we're producing air again. Good lord. Oh, sweet. All right, we have this all up here too. Can I even... I think I created an odd scenario where we're going to have trouble reaching here, but that's okay. We'll get it sorted. Job mastered. Starvation. We're at 0 kill calories again. Man, how do we have no food at all? Craziness. I feel like I'm setting so many priorities that everything becomes a priority, and then they don't do anything. I'm like, well, no, you guys gotta do this. No, hurry up and do that. It's like being in government. Who's gonna die from starvation while there's food to be harvested? That's a really good question. Look at it all in there. It's just hanging out. 0 kilocalories. 3 people dying of starvation. Harvest this as a priority, please. Even down here. This stuff's all harvest ready. It's just hanging out. Nobody's eating it. Come on. What about the area under the supercomputer? Well, I don't really want to put bedrooms in here. I think I'm intending to put like a kitchen or something in there at some point. The trouble is this sits in the CO2 down here. And because of the amount of CO2 there is, I'd really rather have their sleeping quarters in a place where they can breathe. They tend to get a little bit of stress when they find they can't breathe. I don't know why that is exactly, but breathing seems to be important on their scale of priorities and stuff. All right, so they ate a little bit. And they just ate right off the floor. Didn't even bother doing anything with it. I really don't like having to run up and down all the time with the water. I'd like to build a fancy little water scenario. Same as we had that one kitchen where we pumped up the water so it was like right by the cooking space so they didn't have to run all the way down all the time to get it. I'll have to deal with that later. So what my intention later on is I'm going to take this space over here. We'll make this into the cooking area. Obviously we'll have to clean up some CO2 and stuff first. This pump no longer needs to be here because it looks like we've got this whole system primed. Yeah. All right. No. Cancel the deconstruct. It's not that. I want the pipe that's behind it. There we go. Deconstruct that. This can be disabled. The water that's sitting there will act as a cooling agent, so that's okay. Alright, so we're cleaning up a little bit of CO2. Dan with a plan. I told you when you came into the colony, you may not live to see the end of it. And sadly, I was right. Alright. There was even a bristle blossom right there, ready to harvest, but they didn't harvest it. Nor did he eat from the microbusher. So, good times. Lots of death in this colony. Just in time for the end of the stream. We're rolling right around midnight Eastern time. I'm going to call it a wrap for tonight. That's 4 deaths we managed to have in the colony tonight. 4. That's an ugly. Just disgusting. Clearly, a little more food party definitely going to be needed. And I do need to fix my power source. You're right. So we're at that point now where I just have too much on the go power-wise, and we really do have to have something that's going to produce more consistent power. So when we come back next time, I'm going to focus on setting up our power grid. So we'll have a proper power grid set up that way, that things don't overload, and we have a sufficient amount of power provided to run all the different machines and things we're running. This space over here, I'd ultimately like to convert to a kitchen space. I might end up delaying until we're finished doing the research, because I'm going to wind up destroying the supercomputer, and then this space up here will be available. So we might do like a whole like 2-story kitchen thing over here, where one level will have like food storage, and the top level, and maybe like some water and stuff, and then the top level will have like the food prep stations and stuff that can kind of do their cooking work up there. So we'll do that in the colony probably next time. We'll finish getting our farm set up down here so we can actually get enough food to consistently supply them with things that don't require them to starve to death. They should have called the game Food Not Included on this run, as opposed to Oxygen Not Included, but what are you going to do? It was even the chefs themselves. You know, it's a really bad sign when the chef won't eat their own cooking. That's all I got to say. Eat some food. They should have been right there cooking it and eating some of it. Whatever. Anyway, hopefully when we come back next time, we won't have nearly as many duplicant deaths. We'll get a little more balanced. This update does come out tomorrow. No, not tomorrow. Thursday. So on Thursday, you'll be able to play it. If you weren't already playing the beta branch, we'll see what kind of update comes into play. There might be some more minor tweaks before this hits like the full live production setup. But thanks everyone for coming to check out the stream. If you don't currently subscribe to the channel, consider clicking the subscribe button. And then if you do, just hit the little notification bell as well so you get notified for any upcoming streams or video uploads. I'm, as always, CrypticFox. I'll see all of you next time.